Hello, hello, hello. What is that? What did that just post? New to streaming, looking to level up? Oh, heck no. Now StreamYard is even playing me? No, Sue, can you delete that? I am not about that life. Don't highlight it. Anyways, there was a new button, and I'm like, ooh, what is that button? And it posted some poo-poo. Hi, good morning, Brioni. Hi, Sue. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Sheila. Hello, Trees. Happy hump day, y'all. Yeah, because I didn't think I could, but I forgot. It's only when it's my personal page that I can't grab it. We got issues today, y'all. Hello, Miss Linda. Troy. Can you turn that down, please? He's awake, y'all. He's got his hair did. He's got his clothes. No, he is awake. He is up and awake with the rest of the world, y'all. Can you turn it down a little bit, please? Por favor. Guess not. All right, then. Hi, Deborah. Hello, Edith. He is ready. He's got his hair all, but it'll probably be like this because you know how he does this, but he's looking fly, and he even brought me his cologne today and wanted a little spritzy. I was like, somebody must have a date. Hello, Michelle Chastain. Oh, by the way, Deborah just reminded me of something. Yvetta's next class. Hi, Cindy. Hi, John. Yvetta's next class is her book. I did never remember what she names these things, but it's a book box class with molds and all the things. There's only I think 3 more kits left, and that is for the beginning of May. So that is her next class. Also, I posted the Deborah, you got it! Yay! You're so very welcome. We love and appreciate you so very much. So thank you. Also, we have some of the leftover plastic 4-inch eggs from Yvetta's last class. So they're on the website as well. So just by the by, FYI, by the by. Hi, Mac. Hi, Diane Dunkelman. Okay, so yesterday we finished the tray, and I started the coasters because the main thing that I want to play with and try is this is just a smaller bottle. I was showing you guys the bigger one yesterday, but this is the Pentart 3D varnish that is waterproof. So I wanted to test it on the coasters. I really wish that thing would get off of there because I can't see the comments over here. And when I push it, it's that share your referral link thing comes on. Anyway, so Terry, please call me Edie. All my friends, do I consider you a friend? Okay, Miss Edie. Edith is very formal. I'll call you Miss Edie. Hi, Laveda. So yes, so I wanted to we want to play with this, but this is going to be a process because you do have to let it dry in between. So I don't know. We'll figure out something else to do because I'm going to try to be patient. Look out now. Look out. I want that thing off of there. It's not over here. It's only on my iPad, and I want it off because I can't see the comments. Let's get my desk on the screen for problems. I know. Rookie move. I forgot to mute one. Okay. The 3D varnish is waterproof, but would it be okay to put a hot mug on it? Yes, that's what we want to try. That's why I want to do, we're putting it on coasters because we're going to do all the ting-tings. All the ting-tings. We're going to try it out, y'all. You can't say that you are something and not be put to the test, right? So we're going to test it. I didn't mean to do that. Whew. Hi, Lori. Yeah, no, y'all know I don't have patience. That's not going to go well at all. Actually, when I start to do this, I will work on my resin table because that is level and flat, and I already am not. Troy James Lightsey, I need you to turn that down. The book already tries to kill all my videos now. Can you guys hear it? I know y'all can hear it because he's rocking out in there. Hi, Melinda. How are you? Okay. I know that yesterday when we left, we said like, well, not we, y'all said the hummingbirds, but y'all, come on. Like, we have another set. We could do the hummingbirds next time. They're too cute. Yo, bro. Like, are you having a party in there? Rager or what? Turn it down, loco. Okay, so we're going to put the bunnies on there. You don't hear it? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so is Helena here? Hi, Kaylee girl. Hi, Helena. Oh my goodness, isn't Kaylee just still so beautiful? Okay, we know we're gonna use this little thumper guy. I don't know why. He's just thumper. And I feel like we need to use like these little ones because they look like this looks like she's in trouble. Or she ate the candy and wasn't supposed to. But I feel like, how about we use this one, and this one, and this one. Look at her little eyelashes, though. Because, so that way there's two with, more purple, and then two with, don't ask me. My brain doesn't work like most. Fortunately, there's only one of me. And then when we get these, we're going to need to center them. So we're going to crackle-lack them. So how am I going to cut these, though? Hi, Vincetta. Helena. Thank you so much for going over there and doing that, Helena. Thank you for the stars. Okay, so. Well, Terry, sometimes you just think way too much. Hi, Tina. Hi, both Tinas. Tina Roy, Tina Blancett. Hi, Susan Stocking. Okay, I know, isn't she so cutie patootie in her dress? So we're just going to use a water pen, and we are not going to think too much about it because we're going to have to, dang, Jack. You're just doing a whole lot of noise. What are you doing, bro? Why don't you go hang out with Troy? You guys are making all kind of noise. Oh, and then Onyx. Why not? Onyx is gonna join in. So I'm just going to kind of take them out so that I can get all of their little flowers and whatnot. But the way that they are on the paper, I can't just go right in the middle because see how this one's going to be real off-centered as compared to where that is. So anyways, and we want this little guy and then these ones. Ah, no wonder. Might help if you had water in your water pen. Are you having an auction with Nicole on Thursday? No, I am helping Nicole tomorrow. and it will be on her page at her regular time, 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. my time, right after me. That's why I always get off before 3 so I don't step on her. But she will be doing her mystery boxes and then a couple of Easter things. I don't know. I was supposed to have an auction last Sunday, but I'm drowning in taxes right now. And I still have a couple to complete, and I really don't want to do extensions on any of my clients. And the 15th is coming fast, so I don't know. I was thinking of just doing it like on a Friday. Although Lisa did message me that we're going to do another small business event like we did in May. So I just may save it for there. Well, hello. I told everybody your hair was going to be all messy because you were going to do things. But can you say hello? Since, you know, you've been sleeping during crafting time and then up all night. So does that mean you're gonna sleep through the night? That's so funny. I was sleeping good, y'all. My mouth was probably open. I might have even had some. I'm just saying, I'm just playing. But seriously, I was sleeping good. And then the next thing you know, I hear, I was like, I'm gonna, you, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm really surprised he's awake. Okay, so we can use these little guys for something else. All right. And I'm just going to slap them on there. Whatever's hanging off, I will, I was going to say I was going to Dremel them off. I will use the gator and get them off, and then we'll sand. Look at how cute they're going to be. I totally would leave these out all year. These to me don't say Easter. These to me say cute, and that they need to be out all the time. All right. Let's just get some decoupage varnish and glue ultra matte. I forgot to take my brush guards off. Hi, Cindy Truitt. And then let's start with you. Ooh. Terry, did you not clean your desk yesterday? Apparently not. Messy slob. All right, where's my oh, here. Is that brush acting right, or am I just going crazy? I guess it's fine. It's 76 degrees, y'all. 76 degrees. Okay, so we're just going to pull out and flatten. Again, I'm not caring how they, because we're going to sand it down anyways and pull a lot of that paper back. So I don't care what's on there or what's not. And then yesterday we painted these with the Waverly. They are just the wood coasters from Hobby Lobby. I told Trevor this morning, I said, are you so excited to go to work? He's like, no. So apparently the guy told him he does not have to work on Saturday. But he is going to be working till 7:30 during the weekdays, which I asked him, are the interns still there? And he was like, yeah. Because remember, he was an intern last year. And I said, well, when are the interns leaving? Aren't they leaving next week? Because the audit tax season, their audit part was done 3/31. So he's not quite sure why this guy wants him to stay. But one of the principals was like, oh, good, you're here. What are you working on? And Trevor told her. And then she was like, oh, that's great. Because I really liked how you set up the other ones, blah, 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 blah. So I have a feeling it's just because Trevor's good at what he's doing. So, hi, Luann. Hi, Calicats. Thank you for sprinkling Melissa Joins. Happy hump day. Carol Ann. It's a beautiful day in Kansas. Oh, I can't read it over there. It's 62 with a slight breeze. I went out and cleaned one of my flower beds. Ooh. Yeah. I don't have a green thumb. Yeah, it is, Sue. But I was telling Nick, because, I've been leaving earlier to go pick him up. And I was like, yeah, they're telling Trev that they want him to work overtime. And Nick was like, yeah, he's going to learn that to tell them, says, welcome to adulting. He'll learn to tell them, like, yeah, no, I don't need to be here 60 hours. I said, yeah, but he's still new and this is his first job. So he's not going to, the longer he's there, the more comfortable I think he'll be to say, like, it's not necessary for me to be here, especially when the busy season has ended already. So what's good, y'all? What are you all up to? Anything good? All right, and I'm just pushing down the edges, making sure that what is on is flat. What is that? And then I'm not going to go over the top of them right now. We're going to dry them a bit, get the excess off, and then we're going to sand back the paper. Oh yeah, I don't even know if it's a brown thumb. It's I don't have, when it comes, I can pull weeds. But that's as green as I get. That's as close as green I get to. You're just watching me. I know, right? Aren't they just the cutest? His is my favorite. I love the eyes on that one. Hi, Brenda. You're prepping a flat lay photo. A flat lay photo. Thank you. And I think that when we get them, like, all glossied up and all the good things, I think it's going to be cute. Because we're going to pull back the halo. I want to fine line crackle them, but I don't want to crackle the bunny part. I don't want them to have crackle on them because it's a smaller image as far as the bunny goes. So I don't want any crackle on their face, but I'm going to crackle a halo around them. Let's get a new 320. Wow, I think all of that dust just went in my eye. Hi, Joy. Woo, I've been having hot flashes like nobody's business. And this is not a hot flash. This is like a cold sweat hot flash. It happened last night too. Is it PT time? Your hair is looking crazy. PT time, y'all. I know, son. I know. I think you haven't had a new phone case in like 2 days. Loco. All right, let's get the excess off of all of these. And then, whew. Man, you walk fast, Troy. Whew. Yeah, I need to turn the fan on. I'm like having some serious back-to-back hot flashes. That is not cool. Not cool. That had a big old fiber in it. Hi, Phyllis. Waiting on granddaughter to finish with track and watching you. Oh, she's running. She's out at is she just having practice or is she competing? Hey, Renee. I put my order in this morning and can't wait to play with everything. Ooh. Alrighty. It's good enough. Now, man, Onyx, I literally got up for a split second to turn the fan on, and you got right under my feet. Okay. I am going to dry these just a little bit more because I need to sand around them. I'm going to give them a little bit more of a halo as far as that paper and pull it back a little bit. And then I'm going to fix so that we can't feel the break. And you don't want to sand your paper when it's wet at all. That's why I didn't go over it with the glue on top of it. Oh yeah, I've been having hot flashes since I was 32. Not cool. Not cool at all. Hot flashes in the summer? It is not the business. And then I want to crackle these, and I was looking to see if I had a purple mica, because I want to put purple in the crack-a-lackins, but we'll figure that out because I don't think I have a purple mica. The only purple I have is from Posh Chalk, and I feel like that's water-based. Hold on, y'all. Let me look. I have a sneaking. Oh, yeah. Can y'all read that? I certainly cannot read that. For the love of Bob. Hey, Sue, can you look to see if the patinas are water-based on Widgie Bin? I know one of these are and one of these are not. But look at how cool that would be in the cracks of the fine line. Because I don't think I have a purple, I don't think I have a purple mica. Go figure. Terry doesn't have something. Okay, so we are literally a purplish wax paste. Haha, there probably is. Forget it. I have purple. Man, you know what I was doing? I was thinking powder. Thanks, Cindy, for bringing me back to earth. I do have purple. Why were you guys doubting me? Whatever. Please. I do, Sue. I do. These are all oil-based. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Nancy. Just open and smell it. No, it's not. These are not like that. Usually when you have solvent base, you can smell it, but these patinas, they're not like that. They smell, they don't have that solvent smell. Hallelujah. I'm here. It's all right. I was testing y'all, doubting my capabilities. All right. So what we're doing is we're taking a 320. As you can see on camera, you can barely see where that paper is ending. And all I'm doing is just coming to the end of the paper and pulling back. So now you want to make sure that you leave yourself enough room, because obviously right here, if I come over here, I'm going to get that flower. So whenever you plan on sanding back, make sure you give yourself enough room on your image, because you are going to take a little bit of that paper with you. But you just want to go around to touch, and as long as it's smooth to touch, you're good. It's good. I'm super late with work today and I can't stay long. We are having a food truck rodeo. What? Okay, Ashley. Have fun. A food truck rodeo. That sounds fun. All right. So again, we're just, and absolutely positively do not do this if your paper is wet. You will pull the paper right off. So we're just coming around because that's pretty much how we're going to crackle it, is just on all the way around the bunny. Like I said, I don't want cracks going around on top of the bunny, that is. Usually I don't mind, but because they're on the white gray scale, if we go and put purple in the cracks, then the purple is going to take over the bunny, and then they won't be so cute anymore. Wow, I'm getting that all over my black pants, but that's right. Onyx, Mama. Jeez. You have a big old dog bed right there. And Jack's not even in it. Where is Jack? Don't use the patina. It's aqua patina water based. Okay, see? That's what I thought. One of them, I know one of them's water based. I know the brown, the brown and the black, I know those are fine, but I wondered about the colors. Because I have the turquoise, the blue, and that one. We might be able to use that on the outsides. We'll see. Oh, I didn't paint around the edges. That's all right. All right. a bunch of different food trucks come to the park 3 hours, and we eat, socialize, and listen to music. Oh my goodness, that sounds like fun. Aqua patinas, yeah. Yep, that would mean water, and you don't use water with fine line crack-a-lackins. Troy, your hair is getting even more wild. Now it's sticking up in the back, son. Hey, pasta sauce. Are you frustrated with something, Bubba's? Can Mama help you? Okay, it's good. It's good enough. Good Lord have mercy. Look at my pants. They were black when we started. All right, so let's get, I don't even know why I keep trying to move up. It's redonkulous at this point. I'm just going to put a layer of my Bear varnish on really quickly. Hey, you see why we use brush guards? Look at how crazy that looks. My poor brush. We'll put a brush guard on it and fix it. Poor Blusito. Not feeling the love. Probably got smashed is what happened. All right. You all right, bud? What you looking for? That's why you're frustrated, huh? Are you looking for something, Papas? All right. Let's dry these and then hi, Kim. Nancy, I got it. I have a lot of purple. Cindy says hi, Sue, wherever you are. All right. I see that there's like a little bit of paint that needs to be done right there. I almost don't mind it. There's some paint, there's some of the wood that's showing, and I don't mind it. I think I'm going to leave it. You don't have to if you didn't want to. You could paint, but I'm going to leave it. All right. So with a clean, dry brush, we are going to get our step 1. And you want to make sure your brush is not washed, freshly washed from yesterday. I would say you're playing with fire. And remember, at this point, as soon as you start using step 1, we no longer use baby wipes or anything else. All right. So we're going to do step 1. And again, the wood is showing on some of, I didn't want it on his face. Oh well, I won't put step 2 on his face. That's fine. No baby wipes, no wet, damp brushes. Fine line crackle is the only crackle that does not like and play nice with water. So no water-based products until you seal that with your solvent base varnish. Now, because that doesn't bother me that it's all the way over him, I just won't put the step 2 on. Fine Line Crackle is glossy, so all it's going to do is just be shiny over his face, which is fine because the varnish is going to be glossy anyway, so it will be good. It's good. Hey. As usual, Pentart recommends that you do not dry these with the heat gun. I actually like it better dried naturally, but because we are live, it doesn't work that way. Hi, Sheila. So, yes, coasters. So, we are going to accelerate the drying process with the heat gun. But if you are doing this at home, just let the steps dry naturally, especially since it's warming up. It won't take that long. And then when you're done with that brush from step 1, toss it in the water because you cannot reuse it for step 2. All right, let's dry these mamma jammas. Debbie, you can use anything through the cracks. Yeah, you can use... Fine Line Crackle is the only one that's finicky when it comes to water. So if you wanted to use the Aqua Patina in Classic Crackle, you could. But Fine Line is the only one you really have to be careful of using anything water-based. But yeah, mica you can use in any of the crackles. Here, pass the sauce. What is that, y'all? What the heezy weezy? So step 1 goes on with that milky white color. When it has gone clear, transparent, then you're ready for step 2. Always keep your heat gun moving because you can scorch the Fine Line Crackle, and once you do that, you cannot go back. Hi, Laura. Hi, Sandy Queen. Well, that's really weird. Where's my mouse? Because, are you going to roll your card around? What are you looking for? What do you want? I don't have anything of yours over here, son. What's the matter? So that one is almost done already. Step 1 always takes a little bit longer to dry. Step 2 dries a lot faster. It's thinner. Yeah, he's out here roaming around. He's up at regular time today. He took the cart. He's rolling it around. Are you gonna move? Hallelujah. Hey, we're in business now. We're close to the desk. Funny thing is I need to get up and get the waxes, so she'll probably come back over here. Because this one has more of like the lavender color, the bluish purple. So we'll grab a couple of different waxes to put in them, in the cracks. That would be so nice. So nice. I know he's going to be tired today because we won't go pick up Trevor till 7:30, so we won't get back here until like 8. Well, depending if Trevor comes out right away. 8:30. So he's going to be tired because he woke me up at 3 o'clock this morning, so I know he didn't just lay down and go right to sleep at 3 when I put him back in his room. All right. I still see some white. I tell you guys this all the time. Don't do this. If you are at home and you're not live, don't wait until step 1 has gone completely transparent before you put on step 2. Okay? I am impatient, number 1. And number 2, you guys don't want to sit here while I'm drying this all day long. So I rush the process, but don't do it. Just because it works fine for me, please don't do it. Do it the right way. So you need another clean, dry brush. Again, not a brush that you washed last night. Because what happened? Oh, it's a saw. I thought Troy was crying. Y'all, these contractors, I'm telling you what. Because what happens is you wash it and it might feel dry, but I'm going to tell you, there's going to be water up in that ferrule, right? So you're going to, if you don't affect the crackle here, over time you're going to affect your crackle in your jar because you keep putting water in a wet brush in your jar. And then you want to know why you get those little bubbles and all the other funky stuff that happens. So make sure it is not a freshly washed brush. I seriously thought Troy was crying right now when he turned that saw on. Y'all was about to see me run. All right, so we're going to put our 1, and I am going to use a baby wipe, but I am not using it up here. I'm just going to wipe along the sides because I'm not quite sure what we're doing on the edges yet. But that baby wipe needs to stay so very far away until we seal these. Yeah, it will contaminate, not, it'll contaminate both. It'll contaminate 1 and contaminate 2 if your brush is wet. Even if you don't think it's wet. That's what I say. You don't do it. If it's a brush you washed last night, just don't do it. Use another brush. Sure, we all have billions of brushes. All right, and let's get this last cutie patootie. And I realize that I've gone over their entire face, so it's gonna crack. I realized it when I did him, so whatever. I was not going to crackle it, but I think only one of them's gonna crack because the other one I didn't put step 1 on, so whatever. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. It's all right. They'll still be cute. All right, it's good. All right, and again, stick that in the water. Everybody asks, how do you clean the... This is not the problem. The problem is the varnish. And I hear people say this all the time, and it is wrong. This product is water-based. It just doesn't like water-based products on top of it. So your brushes will clean just fine using them with, you know, using your brushes with 1 and 2. It's not that. So I just stick them in the water. It's not a big deal. But every time I hear somebody say fine line crackle is solvent based, no, it's not. It's not. It just doesn't play nice with water. Oh, I'm so excited. Look what I see. I see a cobalt that I haven't even opened. I see a blue velvet. Ah, sooky sooky now. You don't have purple. You done lost your ever-loving mind, woman. I think we got purple. All right, let's dry this. Hi, Robin. Good, maybe he's over there. Oh, hi, Sue. That's not good me. Is Ohio cold, Robin? We need warmth and sunshine. Don't forget not to put step 2 on that one poster. Ah, you were trying to tell me. I know. See? At least y'all pay attention. Telling y'all, I love my pokey tool. There's a hair or something in there. Oh no, really? What part of Ohio are you in, Robin? See, it's already gotten a little bit hotter sitting here. 77 now. I really like how the wood shows on some of this. So, I don't know, we might antique, do some vintage effect on the edges there. We'll see. Because what the thing is I'm going to need to test how, because yesterday I talked about maybe putting a trim around it so I can have about a, I don't know, a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch as far as the lip. But if it's thicker and I can just do a controlled pour on it, we might not need a little border around it. Hi, Charlotte. It has been a while. Hi, Kay. You need a pokey tool? They should be here. She shipped it on Saturday, I think. So I would think probably wouldn't say any later than Friday. I know when she ships to me, it usually comes pretty fast. Well, I know she created the label on Saturday, so I'm not sure if it shipped out until maybe Monday. About an hour from Toledo, close to Fort Wayne. Ooh! In your neck, Kay? Yikes. Yeah, the Poke Tools will be here soon, along with a lot of other fun stuff. All right. I see some crackle-lackins. This little cutie pie over here is crackle-lacking already. So we have Electric Violet. We have Cobalt. We have the Heather Hills. I brought out the old denim, Midnight, and Blue Velvet. We'll figure it out. We don't only have to use one. So we can do a little mixture of colors in the crackle, which I think will be fun. I feel like I have some little... I do have some like itty bitty little flowers. And a bow tie. A little bow tie. If you're a toucher, sit on your hands. If you like to touch to see if things are dry, sit on your hand. Because you will leave your fingerprint. Oh, you have a pinched nerve. Thank you for sprinkling, Charlotte. I appreciate it. Hi, Angela. Golly. Ooh. Yeah, you would have to be put asleep for it to be on your neck. Are you ready now, Kay? I know, Pops. The thing is, Troy, you have every phone case, son. We need to find... Hey, no, those are new. No, don't take those squeegees. Take that one. Those are the store squeegees. What you doing? Hey! What do you want, baby? I'm not hiding anything from you, Troy. What do you want? Boy's about to tear some stuff up over here. All right, let's see what we got. Hi, Donna. Thank you. My tortoise is slowly coming out of it. Hibernation, she buried herself in November, so hopefully the house warms up enough I can take her out and the person stays on the house this time. She hibernated this long in 11 years we had her. Wow. Is she big? Is it like a bigger tortoise? Okay, I can feel by touch that these Mama Jammas are getting hot. So let's push those aside for just a second. I don't want to touch them because, ooh, those puppies are hot. So let's play. Let's play. All right, so we know Electric Violet. I don't think I have these colors in the store because I don't know that these are very popular colors. And you guys know I usually just kind of bring in what I think everybody will use. I will swatch them out in a minute. So that one is Electric Violet. We'll see which ones we're going to kind of combo on here. So we are allowed to start posting sneak peeks of the new release for Prima coming up on the 16th. So I posted one, and I'm ready, Freddie. I am going to get kicked out of my own house pretty soon with all this stuff keeps coming in. Oh, that's pretty. That one's Heather Heels. We're definitely going to have to mix that one in there. These have a little shift to them. All right, this is Cobalt. We haven't used Cobalt before, so let's bust her open. Ooh, that's pretty too, but I don't think that blue is going to go. So, bloop, in the bag. Throw it in the bag. Midnight might go because it's got a little bit of a purple tone. And Blue Velvet we haven't used before, so let's open her up. Hey, what for? Oh, this is an Opal Magic. So the Opal Magics, the way that the Opal Magic works are they're chameleons. So if this was on a black, it would be, we would be able to see it. So this is just going to have a purple hue on the white, which is fine too. Y'all aren't going to play me today. I am not going to be having blue all over my hands. Or am I? Oh, no, I'm going to have to. Oh, hold on a minute, y'all. That's one thing about Finnabare's waxes. They're potent. I'll be having blue on my hands forever. Okay. Not so much on the Electric Violet actually is pulling a real blue. So this one was the old denim, and that one is obviously very blue. One of my favorite blues, though. Heather Heels will definitely use. Hey! Oh, Terry, did you just really catch that with your pants? You did. Now you got Heather Heels on your pants. That's not very good. All right, and then this one, I think we threw that in the bag, so we won't even swatch that one. I'm pretty sure that one was Midnight. I think that one's pulling too blue too. And then this is just going to be, it's got lavender hues. So, well, we'll use the 3 and the Electric Violet is it's almost on the royal blue side, but maybe if we mix in some of the Heather Heels, we'll be good. It's good. Charlotte, the chat bot doesn't work on Terry Lightsey. It only works on Craft in Chaos, my Craft in Chaos page. You can't see your followage on Terry Lightsey. Was in the hospital. They worked inside my heart. Oh my goodness, Charlotte. Well, I'm glad you're all good. Holy guacamole. About the size of a dinner plate. Okay. I was thinking it had to be kind of a big one. Yes, we did crackle this, Donna. We already have them crackle-lackled. We just gave it a little bit of a rest because they were getting hot. So we're going to put some purple in the crackle-lackins Hey, Nicole. But we're gonna hit them with some heat to get a few more cracks. I know. So glad to see you. This little one is all kind of crackled. I don't know if you guys can. Let's go that way. There you go. You can see the crackle-lackins. And then once we seal these, we will start playing with the 3D varnish. That's why I'm kind of hitting them with a little more heat right now, because usually, like I always tell you guys, I don't seal them the same day because I like the cracks that will come the next day. But being the fact that we're going to seal these today in order to put the varnish on, I am going to hit them with heat so that way I can get a few more cracks. I will caution you though, when you do use your heat to get more cracks, the cracks then go from like a bigger crack to almost like a classic crack. So meaning smaller cracks. So you just kind of want to watch it when you're trying to accelerate it like this. I mean, if you don't mind the smaller cracks, then no big deal, but those are not my jam. I do not prefer those. All right, so let's let those do a little cooling. Hey, how about we not turn on and heat up under my desk? Thank you kindly. I want to see, obviously this is going to be a coaster, but because we're going to put some varnish on there, let's see how flat some of these pretties are. And if we can get away with, see, look at how small that little, yeah, right, you're going to pick that up with your finger. You're funny, Terry. Look at how small those little bow ties are. Are they the wrong way? No, those are the right way. He looks like he would be holding something. Too bad we didn't have it. Oh, look at that one. Oh my goodness. Is that like a shark? A fishtail? Oh, a crown! Look at the little crown! Oh, come on. Stop it! I think it's gonna sit up too high though for a cup. Poopers scoopers. Is that supposed to be a treble clef? Because if so, it's going the wrong way. Look, that big old mamma jamma in there. We got all these little bitty things, and then we got these big mamma jamma things in there. What on earth? That's a itty bitty butterfly. I've got more of these little things. I think I have gold ones somewhere. That's a little flower, but I think these are going to be too tall. Because look at how cute. Oh, Pat, you can't even see. What are you doing way up there? God. Come down. Jeez. See? The only thing is, I think they're a little bit too, they're going to be a little too tall. Oh my gosh, that little heart says love. Who needs a coaster for a cup? You don't really need to put a cup on a coaster, do you? Nobody says that we have to be practical. That's silly. That's just silly. All right, let's get some of our crack-a-lackins in here. So I'm going to get my cute little brushes. Because why not? Oh, we'll use, like, look it. We'll match colors, so maybe Terry can keep her colors straight. That'll be a circle. Well, we're going to use the 3D varnish that's waterproof. It'll be the first time that I've used it, so we're kind of playing around with it. So we might still be able to drop them in, depending on how much body it has. So, all right, so let's get the Heather Hills is going. Really? Did I just get that on my shirt? Oh, Terry. One day you will get your life together. Look, it's gonna stain my nails. Bear, we really need to talk. See, this is why I didn't want to put it on my skin. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool at all. All right, so we're gonna go with some Heather Hills. This is the Opal Magique, which is the Purple Chameleon. And this one is the Electric Violet, which is a little bit too purple, but we'll mix in one of the two or both of them into that color. Pentart. It's in my store. Yeah, you kind of need to put a cup on a coaster. I like this size in comparison to the bunnies. All right, so let's start with a little bit of the Heather Hills. And we're going to wiggle, wiggle. Not going to do nothing till I get a towel. Just get y'all some Dollar Tree towels, y'all. Cut them. And then when you're done, throw them away. Don't put them in the wash. Because you do not want to wash your clothes with Finnabair pigments or antiquing Umbra or something. All right, so we're just going to go clockwise, counterclockwise. And before I wipe that off, I'm going to take a little bit of the electric boogaloo color, or violet, I mean. And we're just going to mix that in there with that. And I actually will probably just have a play, Oh, see, that'll work. That'll work. If we mix the electric violet, it is fine as far as with this purple. Now you see we don't have cracks right here that it's picking up. So we can heat that up and get some more cracks in there. So I'm going to lay down, and I don't want it on his face. So I'm going to stay away from him, because I'm pretty sure this is the one that I cracked. I put it all over. I don't know. So we'll start with the Heather Hills. And then we'll come in with the electric violet. And for a little overkill, we'll put some of the Heather Hills in there. Not too much. Please don't. You're going to get all over my nail again. Like, seriously? It's already purple. And then we're going to take our cloth. Remember, you do not, that will sound off. I'm not worried about any of that. You do not want to use baby wipes for this. I like it. We will probably hit it with a little heat just right here. But I like it. Put a glove on. It's too late. It's too late. It's all right. I like it. All right. It's over. It's over. It's over, Red Rover. All right. Let's do the same thing over here. We're going to go clockwise, counterclockwise. Again, I'm not going on him just because he's such a small image. I don't want his face cracked. So we've got the same thing down here. We need a few more cracks. And this is precisely why I would leave just leave it. Because when I come back even later, there's going to be cracks there. But we'll accelerate that in just a minute and get some cracks over there. All right, so for this, I don't want to use the, I don't want to use the electric. Whoa. I keep catching things in my lap. I'm just going to use the Heather Hills on these. And the reason why I changed the brush is because that one with the Opal Magic has a lot of the violet on there. That's pretty though. That chameleon is pretty. No one cracks on your face. The sparkly brushes came from, I don't know. They came with something. Like they weren't on their own. They came with something. Because you guys know I've been ordering a lot of like customer appreciation gifts. And so they came with something. Is that the one I want? So I will have to figure out what it came with. Because there's a lot of stuff over here. As if I didn't have enough inventory. And then now I have a bunch of customer appreciation gifts all over the place. But we love our customers. And Choi Choi loves his job. All right. You be blind, you can't see what you can't see. Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit more crack-a-lackin' right here. If not, it's okay. If you do this, though, don't burn your daggone crackle. Look at him, how cute. Yeah, that's what I don't like is the little cracks. But we definitely got crack-a-lackins in this area now. They're just smaller cracks, which I'm not too big of a fan of, but... Laurel! How are ya? Are you still working your tail off? All right. So where we did not have cracks before, we have cracks now. They're just going to be smaller cracks, which it's okay. But if you like the bigger cracks like that, don't accelerate your heat. But you do you. You do what you like. All right. So now we have cracks all the way around. Again, I'm not worried about the wax that are on the edges because I'm going to sand that back because we've got to figure out what to do out here. But see, so now we do have cracks, but again, if you like the bigger cracks and not the smaller, I'm going to use a shop towel because the way that this rag is, it's got a lot of divots and it's not picking up my my stuff the way I want it to. All right, so we'll get around here where we didn't have as many. Stop rolling in the brightest color. I'll buff out his little face. And was it this one too? Stop going in there. You just like rolling in that one color. All right. Working like mad to catch up from being in Scott. I hate seeing you guys' pictures. It looks like you guys had so much fun. Oh my goodness. Did anybody fall in the pool? They're taking pictures by that pool. Are they really that close? Okay, I'm just going to buff out the tops of this a little bit more just so the wax is only on the crack. Just so the wax is only in the cracks. All right, let's put those over there. And we'll put these over here. And then let's sand down the sides a little bit. Now, you know wax is going to create a resist. So I am just going to take my gator and sand that down. And I'm wondering, I feel like I want to use I don't know. I was almost thinking to use some of Finn's foils, but I don't know that I want foil all over my face today. And then we'll use that varnish on the top. What should we do for the sides? We do have this. Let's see what it looks like without painting it underneath. Because if it gives us just the lighter purple, nope, that's going to give us all the purple. I realize the top is not sealed. I'm not getting up there. Let's wipe that back a little bit because it's a patina. We can do that. And then I did get on the edge there. I don't know. I'm not sold on it. I almost feel like it needs some type of shine or something, like maybe a silver or something. It would have been a really chilly dip. If you don't want the smaller cracks, you don't want to use the heat to accelerate it. Because Where's to Fine Line is more like bigger, thicker cracks. When you accelerate it, you start to get the real small itty bitty, almost like a classic crack. And I'm not the classic crackle kind of gal. It's definitely not pink. It's purple, but I'm not feeling that. I almost want to do like a silver or something on the outside. Let me see. Let us see. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Where is that color at now? Really? That's how you feel? So I have this. Ooh. Do we use this or do we do like a... This is not silver. That says green. That looks silver. I have one of the newer Pentart wall decor paints. That's like a pretty lavender. We can do the lavender and go over it with that Opal Magic Chameleon. What you doing, love bug? I see you. Or, let me show you. There really is not, there's not green. There's not green in this. Green is going to look really weird. Silver and purple or purple and purple? We got to seal these bad boys, so we got to figure something out. This does not look like that. I told you yesterday I cannot use silver, y'all. There's something about my makeup that says no. When you craft, you and silver do not get along. For some reason, it looks too harsh to me. Nothing like purple nails when you're doing a purple project. All right, let's go over that bad boy. Okay, I'm okay with that kind of a purple. And then we'll go over it with the Heather Hills Chameleon Purple to give it a little bit of shine. So again, this is a water-based product, so I'm going to be careful because I have not sealed the top. I have not sealed the top on purpose because I can't hold it if I seal the top. I like that color. We're just gonna go a whole lot of purple for right now. Once we get the Heather Hills back on here and shine it up, it will be good. So this is one of the new paints. I think this is like purple gray or something like that. Jeez, I know there's English on there somewhere, right? Nope, sure ain't. So it's got to be on the... Why wouldn't they have it on the top? That one says, you know, green silver. Oh, is that the... I guess that's the color. Something plum. Hi, Patty. Okay. Actually, should be doing double duty and sealing that. I want to put it down there so that way we can move on. I will get the Umbra out too before I seal it, because we need to do something with these edges. I don't like it like this. Again, the elementary thing. Oh, we got some weird grooves in here. I will paint the bottom as well. And I will probably have to take off those velvet feet and then put on some new ones, because if I do paint down there, it's gonna, I'm not gonna paint around it and have it look all crazy. Hey, Amy. Hi, Jeannie. Thank you. So once we get the edges painted, we will go around with some of the Umbra to get some depth in here. Then we'll hit the sides with Heather Hills, but I will varnish the top so we can seal that. You cannot go straight with that 3D varnish on top of here because it is water-based, so we have to seal it first. If you were to do that, it would make a big cloudy mess and you will be sad. Okay, one more, and then we can and I probably won't have time to varnish all of them with you guys, but we will at least be able to see the texture of it and how, you know, how much body it has. Because I'm not going to put a rim up around it. I will put them on the leveling table so that way they don't run, but I'll probably still have to come back. Just like anything, when you're doing resin, you want to come back and babysit your it just to make sure. So I would assume I will need to do that with the 3D varnish as well. So, but when it's on the leveling table, it helps a lot more. And especially if these are going to be coasters, you definitely want your top to be level. I mean, I guess you don't have to have it level, but might be a little funny, Bunny. Woo! Having another hot flash and cold at the same time. Y'all, this is not the business. All right. Let's dry that. And then let's get some depth on here. Did we put the Umbra away yesterday? I'm talking to myself. I guess we did. Wow. I cleaned my table yesterday? Yeah, psych. No, I didn't. It's right here. I knew I didn't clean my table yesterday. Yeah, the color is very pretty. It's a beautiful purple. Hi, Sandy. Is anyone in here from Kentucky? All right. That wood is going to soak up that paint, so I'm going to assume that these are going to dry fairly quickly. Now, a little bit of paint did get on that right there. So we're going to get a little bit of solvent and get that paint off. Please don't go wiping it off with the baby wipe, y'all. Dang. Don't panic. It's all good. It's good. All right. Let's start with this Mama Jamma. Ooh, boy, we got to push. What else can y'all see? Dang, everything. Stop looking at everything, y'all. Shoot. Okay. Just kidding. Let's get a little bit of the antiquing paste in Umbra. And let's age these Mama Jammas up a little bit. Because we got to frame them out. It's driving me absolutely bananas. It looks funny, honey. Now, this is solvent. So it's no big deal that it hasn't been sealed. And we just gonna buff it out. Buff it out. Okay, I'm happy now. See, you got a little something, something. This was looking nothing. Ha, thank you. Hi, Julia. I'll send one to you, Kay. don't know. Y'all, I be buying things, and I don't even know where I buy things at. Like, ooh, that's cute. I was on a mission this morning looking for something to replace, and I don't know where I bought it from. And for once, it was not Amazon. Oh man, these guys and their noises with their power tools. You know who's been really quiet? Where he has that boy been at? See, he's not even on schedule. Y'all know that whenever I'm live, he is over here wanting 75,000 different things. And then he leaves me alone when I'm not live. But even he's off because he's not been over here but what, couple of times? Was that him that just walked by the window? Oh, you guys can't see the window. It is nice outside though, so he might be sitting on the couch outside. Oh, those are cutie patooties. All right. They are super loud. Hi, Kathy. How are you, sweet Kathy? All right, Tammy, hit me with it. What did Charles eat today? Hit me with it. I'm ready. Just don't tell me liver ever again. All right, so let's use one of our little cutie patooties, and we're going to take a little bit of that Heather Hill. I'm just going to put it right there on my desk. And this is going to put just a little bit of shine in there. I don't want it everywhere. Just on the edges. We've got our depth in there. Now we're just going to hit it with a little bit of the Heather Hills. There you go. That's a wrap. Well, you can come over here because it just keeps getting hotter and hotter as I sit here. It's already 78 now. What did the honey bunches of oats eat today? Sir Charles is always eating some good food. I tell you what, except for liver days. I tell you, I can't. Can't handle the liver, y'all. My dad ruined it when he cooked it all the time for my poodle. Snowing. Snowing. I'm telling you, Mother Nature doesn't know what she's doing, y'all. It's hot. I'm assuming when I go upstairs, I'm going to need to put the air conditioning on, but we'll see. Okay. Let's do this. Push. You guys don't see nothing. Close your eyes. You don't see anything. You don't. Hey, wait a minute. Okay. Now you don't see. My desk is clean, y'all. What you talking about? All right. This is my resin table that I use when I'm pouring finicky molds. And here is the leveler. And the feet move. See, they wiggle jiggle so that it'll be level. All right, so let's get some chameleon varnish. Woo! This is the gloss. Again, you don't want to use this with a damp brush either. And you need to clean your brush with the isopropyl alcohol. I know that didn't matter, but they need to be facing the right way. So we do need to seal this up first because the 3D varnish is water-based. If you don't seal it, it's going to get cloudy. And if you want your bunnies to be looking through, a cloud, then it's all good in the hood. But if not, you need to seal it first. I'm just saying. Now, the solvent varnishes do come in matte or gloss. So if you don't like the gloss from the fine line, you can knock it back with a matte varnish that is solvent based. So just because fine line dries glossy, it doesn't mean you're stuck with the glossy look. You can matte it down with the solvent matte. Totally up to you, personal preference. I will tell you, if you are sensitive to smells, you do need to make sure you are in a well-ventilated area, because this is solvent to the 10 millionth degree. It's stinky, 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 and it will give you a headache. I have my fan on. I tend not to like to do this on camera because I don't like to do this around Troy or the dogs, but we can't do this until we do that. Yeah, she is, Trees. Prime rib, baked potato, green bean salad, and carrot cake. Mm-mm-mm. Eating good, y'all. Hi, Lori. Woo! I do not like the smell. If you have a respirator, use a respirator. If you get migraines, and your migraines are triggered by smell, use a respirator. Thankfully, mine are triggered by light, but all the same, I don't like it. And like I said, you do need to make sure that you clean your brush with isopropyl alcohol. I use the 99.9. But do not go any lower than 99% or 91%, excuse me. If you try to use the 70% from the drugstore, whatever, your brush is going to, you might as well just stick it in water because it's going to cinch up on you and be ruined. So anything solvent always does take a little bit longer to dry. So I'm just going to focus on one of these with you guys, and then I will do the other ones. Now he's upstairs in his recliner, feet up, watching the Western movies. Which Western movies? Oh my goodness. I used to have to watch all the Westerns with my mom. All of them. As a matter of fact, two of them that were filmed, the mansions that they used were in the next town over. One of them is still standing. I think they did knock one of the other ones down, which I think was pretty dumb because they should have declared it a landmark, but whatever. What do I know? All right, this little cutie patootie is dry. These other ones, I don't know, but we're not going to mess with the other ones. All right, so I am assuming, I have not used this before. I'm assuming just like I do a controlled pour with resin, I can manipulate this a little bit. What am I looking for? All right, let's clean. I know that's brand new, but let's clean this because I already see foil. Foil is the death of me, y'all. I definitely don't want any foil in here. All right, so let's see how this behaves and if it comes out cloudy or what's happening. Oh, it's pretty thick, y'all. Oh, no. We are not going to need that kind of movement. We're going to need this kind of movement. Okay. So, it is not in the least bit runny What I am concerned about is that it's self-leveling. I'm assuming that it is. Pentart usually makes the product self-leveling. So we're about to find out. Hold on a minute. So it's not going to run. So where I was concerned about earlier, needing to put a 16th of an inch ridge up, I am not going to, because it's not going to run unless you're a bozo and push it off the edge like I just did. But again, I need this to self-level because I don't know how on earth. So let me just get it everywhere first and then figure it out from there. And, you know, if you were smart, you wouldn't do things on camera. But hey, you know. Okay, I don't trust that this is going to self-level. I can just the way that it's behaving. So hold on a minute. Ugh, what do I want to do with this? Ah! That Mama Jamma is not going nowhere. Hold on. So it is not like the pouring glaze. And I'm not looking up right now because I can't. I can. Alrighty then. So what I would say is it is not like this is going to drive me nuts because hold on, let's get some of this off of here. I was coming at this like a like the glossy varnish or the like a resin. However, I take it back. So if you don't have a silicone brush, I don't know how y'all are going to put this on. I'm going to be honest because y'all seen I just tried to use a brush and there was brush marks in there. So, yeah. But I guess that's why I am doing this, so y'all know how to use it, huh? Okay. Now, I'm not mad at that. Except I just need one more hand. How about this, Terry? You obviously know that doesn't work, and that doesn't work, so put those away. Quit being a dodo bird. I should have worn my shirt that said, "Don't mind me." I'm talking to myself. I'm just, you know, I'm having a meeting with myself. I don't, no, don't like that. You gonna ruin my cute bunny now? Can't do that. Okay, see? Now, I need it to stay. There wasn't enough on this side, sorry. All right. make you go, Oh, y'all. I am so picky about things. Let me show you what I don't like. Do you guys see? If this doesn't self-level, which I don't feel like it will because it's thickening up on me. And all right, hold on a minute. Was that the cute one? No, you're the cute one. I mean, they're all cute, but that one's my favorite. Hold on a minute. We gotta make sure we gotta do this right. I don't know. Hold on a minute. I don't know about using a blowtorch. It's not bubbles. There's no bubbles in there. It's literally leaving the marks from your utensils. So hold on. Yeah, are you dry? Okay, you dry. Hold on. Hey, no. Hold on. Okay, last time we did a whole bunch. So okay, I'm just going to scrape it right off. And try not to keep messing with it like I did that first one. I can see ting-tings, y'all. I can see ting-tings. Troy, we having a minute. Hold on. We having a minute. Hold on. All right, we went horizontal. Let's go the other way. Again, if it self-levels out, it won't be a problem. However, I can see that's not self-leveling. So I almost wonder if it's like better in a frame. Do you know what I'm saying? And not so much on a coaster where you have to go, or you would almost have to, this is going to drive me nuts, or you almost have to like get something long enough to scrape all at one time. Like, where is my, oh, Troy took it. Do I have another one sitting here? That's about the width of it. But does that make sense what I'm telling you guys? Like that one is I almost wonder, like I said, if it would be better if it was like in like a controlled area. So meaning like a frame where you would put it in the frame, and once it fills up in that area, it's good. When it's like this and you're literally having to level out the space, if it doesn't self-level like the pouring glaze does, or epoxy does, or any of the other things, you know, then it's going to be, you're going to see the start and stop. So like here, I can see divots right there. That's going to drive me bananas. And on this one was a little bit better, but here you can see there's a stop right there. So I'll let them dry, because if you're using a brush, it's too thick, you're going to see brush marks. Does that make sense? So you're going to see brush marks. You've seen when I use the brush. I do have the silicone brush. The silicone brush is long enough. It could probably do it. So I think there's probably just a learning curve. I'm not going to not use it, but for me, when you have to do it and level it out yourself, whoa, son, and you have to level it out yourself, it's going to be a little more challenging. I think. I don't know. What I have to see. So, anyways, yeah, because yeah, exactly. It might work best on like I'm saying, if you're pouring it into something that's a controlled area, then you pour it when it's filled up. It can't go anywhere, so it will automatically level. But in this area here, where I literally have to level it because it's not self-leveling, we're gonna get some areas that are not going to. So I'm not doing these two. These two I might do with like UV resin or something. I'll keep playing with this and see what happens. And if I can get it to work with some other tools, then maybe I will, then maybe that'll be it. But we will definitely try it again in like a frame, like one of our resin frames or something. However, I don't know why you would need a resin frame to be waterproof unless you were putting the project outside. So I kind of wanted to test it on the coasters because obviously you put hot and cold drinks on your, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, what happens if I heat it? Sorry, Renee, I didn't even see it. My thing is when I heat it, I'm afraid because just my fan is on and it was already making it thicker. No, it's not loosening it. You can still see that divot that's right here. And my heat gun is pretty hot, so it should loosen it if it was going to. So we'll see. We will see. Anyhow, I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. I will show you what these look like tomorrow. But, we'll see. Yes, La Beta, it is in my Amazon store. All of my silicone brushes. Alrighty. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!